Hey everybody, Cone here. Welcome to another Cone IRL update. Mostly going to be going over what's been going on in the new Cone's garage setup today. Currently I'm in my kitchen with my refrigerator. I don't have knowledge of Lamborghinis. I have a refrigerator that's currently running and making noise. No, I'm in here because wanted to give you a little heads up on what's been going on. So, been very busy. Not so much here in the house, even though I do have some things that are looming in the house here. This was very generously gifted to me, so I'm going to be soon refinishing these cabinets in, what colors were these? A neutral light gray driftwood and a dusty pale blue tidal haze. Excited about that. That's going to be a lot of fun. Been getting suggestions already on what to do with the situation with those, and looks like it's going to be a good bit of work because some of them are pretty pitted. Like, some of them have a lot of like scratch marks in them, so they're going to need some sanding, which is going to require, you know, proper PPE and whatnot, because who knows what these are finished in. So that will be happening, but that will be happening soon. The big thing has been the garage. So I've been working extensively on the garage, and I had a special guest helper, one Mach 1 fireman, longtime community member and just a friend of mine, generously decided to drive 6 hours up here to help me clear out the garage, and the status of it is pretty incredible at this point. I couldn't have, like, I had planned the clear out phase of the garage to last for months, and we did pretty much everything in 3 days. It's pretty amazing. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to secure a dumpster. That's what I really wanted to do to expedite the getting stuff out of here. So a lot of the stuff has been piled up outside the garage for now, but I've been making regular trips over to the local, basically, like, transfer station for the landfill, slowly getting rid of it. So that's going to be the long process of it. But for now, the inside of the garage is cleared out and ready to start making it our own. Just yesterday, I spent a good 4 hours pressure washing the floor, and the difference is pretty staggering. But before we get to there, I'm going to show you some of the clips, highlights, and moments of the 3 days that we spent clearing out the garage on stream. I mean, yeah, none of this stuff I am ever going to use. Let's be real. Like, this timing chain set that, like, I want to point this out. This is not what chains should do. Chains should not retain their shape like this. This is not how physics works. We're gonna relocate you. Just climb on that shovel real quick. Hey! Oh!
Oh, way up there he goes. He's going, bye, friend. Hey, look out.
That sucker's huge! Who wants to save this fridge? Who was it? I think that was worth the jump.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, you can go eat that thing out in the woods now. It's checked out. It's good. They did. Like, it's got new floats on it and everything. Like, it's been rebuilt. And then just...
Stored.
Rat! Now, listen. You're totally cool to visit me, all right? It's fine. But please, give me a little bit of a heads up. Gosh.
We got a small rat.
Yeah.
Yeah, small
I
rat.
think we got a big rat, small dog. Oh, this is a very attractive camera angle.
Hey, now.
Yep. There you go, ladies.
Making me all self-conscious now.
Ladies. Oh yeah, you need that cinder block. Was it really worth it?
I want to know what it is, goddammit.
But it's too late now.
Yeah.
Blast furnace. Paul. You all right over there?
That motherfucker was heavy.
Canito clutch.
Pistol by my side.
Yeah, the metal stuff. Then. I think that was a little flat.
So for those of you who've been wondering what we've been complaining about all night.
Right.
There you go. Where do you want this, by the way?
Guess we'll lean it up outside for now.
Let it get all rusty.
Kids these days. We just got to the prelude. We can't quit now. I don't know. I don't know.
Be very careful with them. Right?
That's definitely a rat's nest if I've ever seen a rat's nest.
Didn't start firing there yet, did you?
Fortunately not. Would have been optimal. Smells like something burning.
You think? I mean, for God's sakes, you get a damn welder. Or
Grinder.
whatever the fuck that thing is called.
Seems to be smoke coming out of there, sir.
Yeah, a little bit.
These are shoes. These are shoes that are no good anymore and smell like dead things. In fact, why don't you go outside? Oh, they're soggy. Gross. All right, those can't hurt us anymore. But over here is some of the cool stuff that was pulled out of the garage. Some of it is not here. I already brought some of it down to Florida for my dad to check out because it was relevant. It was El Camino related, and he is El Camino related, I guess. But he had lots of cool, interesting, and some, mundane repair manuals and such. Cool, like advertising from back in the day, and just old stuff. This calendar from 1972, pretty decent shape. Chilton from 78. Napa News, I don't remember when this was from. Pretty old though. Does it have dates? Probably not. But yeah, lots of cool old stuff, as well as these cool safety glasses that are apparently cooler than I thought they were. Like they fold in the middle. I don't know. I don't know how cool they actually are, but people were excited about them, so I figured I would show them. They do seem neat. I'm going to clean them up, and I don't know what I'm going to do with them. Maybe I'll use them. Who knows? But yeah, there was quite a bit of neat stuff out there. I got a whole nother tote over there full of stuff that I need to go through. I'm going to go through, clean it up, document it, and some of it's going to get used for like display purpose. But now let me head out to the garage, and I'll show you how we stand as of this point. Nearly forgot the coolest thing that was discovered, finally, in the very corner of the garage, just buried in a Ziploc bag, thankfully. Some pictures. I was so certain that we would find something like this in there. I mentioned previously this garage was used by a family that raced cars and built race cars. So I was really hopeful there would be something in there to give a little bit of a clue as to what they were doing, or, just some pictures of their cars or something. And who knows if this is related to that, but it's still old cool pictures, old prints from, I don't know, probably 60s or 70s, Ford race cars on racetracks. If you can drum up any information from these, there's nothing written on the back of them, sadly. I'd be all ears, because it's very cool. This one I think is a reprint. That's not You can see it's backwards. Yeah, that's a reprint there, but these two seem like original prints. They got some wear on them and whatnot, but very, very cool. Do you agree that it's cool? I'm gonna take this as cool. Yep, that's cool. I don't know how well you can see, but there's quite a bit of scrap metal piled up on the side there. That's separated out. That's all metal over there. But some of it's going to get reused, so that's only temporary. And then there's some wood and stuff that still needs to be broken down, but I'm getting there. So here we are in the garage, unbelievably, because it really doesn't even look like the same place anymore. It's a major transition. So currently the ramp truck is outside. The dogs are barking in the background. Not my dogs, but the dogs. And the 240's in here, and that gives you a sense of scale here, so how much room we have now. Think about the video from before as to how much stuff was in here. So this wall just has some of, well, that's my streaming setup right now, that stacked folding chair and that step ladder. But this wall is cleared out, just the filing cabinet remains, the doors for the ramp truck, an old creeper that I said I was going to restore for some reason. But this whole corner, that workbench is gone. That's where a lot of the stuff was, including this tote, which I believe has 32 pistons in it, and connecting rods and all sorts of other engine parts. So many like custom tools and whatnot. I saved a lot of the cooler old scrap stuff, and apparently ZK and Baka are visiting soon, and Baka's going to do some welding art with the scrap metal stuff, so that'll be fun. But over here, you can tell where the workbench was, because that's the cleanest part of the floor. Which, by the way, the floor does not look amazing, but the contrast to what it used to look like to now is staggering. Like, before it looked like this was a dirt floor altogether, and it's not quite dry yet, still got some water in it, so that's why it's darker in spots. But where it is dry, it's actual concrete. The concrete's in pretty rough shape overall. I don't know, I thought maybe the sound of it would help you. Yeah, but it's in pretty rough shape overall, and a lot of the top layer of cement has run away over time, and there's some cracks in it, especially along the back. Yeah, you can see this whole back wall has kind of sunk in, not ridiculous, but a little bit. Probably from all the water and all the weight over here. But overall, it's usable, it's cleaner, and it gets it ready for future uses. This is where the front door is. I've yet to uncover it. Not going to just yet until I can afford to replace that door. So just going to leave it as it is for now. But here is the other side. So this roll cart, well, rolls around, but there used to be just stuff all through here as well. You can see this is where all the dirt has kind of settled for now. I need to sweep that up later. But all the shelving is gone. All the stuff over here is gone. The critter's probably still there. I found out there used to be a wood-burning stove or furnace in here. That's why that hole is there. And that lovely notice, keep garage clean sign. Yeah, that's blocking the other hole for the furnace. The windows are there. That one's in good shape. That one's completely busted. So I don't know what the plan for that is. But along this wall, this is where the remaining stuff is kind of gathered. Just one shelf full of some of that stuff. And then just a few things that got kept around. The Imperial fittings valve box still needs to be gone through, cleaned and organized. And I still got to do the floor over where all that stuff has been. But pretty shocking how much space there actually is in here. It really doesn't even seem like the same space, does it? So the plan now is I'm going to paint the cinder blocks with some white paint, so all the walls will be white. Should really help with light levels in here for recording and streaming and whatnot. For the floor, I want to do some rollout vinyl to, I say temporarily, but probably permanently resolve working on this surface not only is it ugly, but it's also really rough to work on, so not ideal. But that rollout vinyl should work just fine for that, and that will cover pretty much the two bays where cars would be worked on, and the rest would just remain concrete, which is fine because you're only going to be standing on this. And honestly, the edges are in much better shape than the center. So that is the plan for the surfaces. Over there, going to build a workbench. Going to use that piece of metal we pulled off of the workbench from over here as the top. Let me show you that. I don't know exactly what you would call this kind of steel, but it has like a diamond shape to the back, but it's smooth on the front and some thick stuff. So it'll be great for a workbench top. And that's what it was doing before. And yeah, there's some of the scrap metal that didn't make the cut. Will need to be trashed with time. But my plan is to have that workbench over here, just the size basically of that piece of metal. What I really want is to have the tabletop workbench there, a little like sitting spot here. Like I really want a garage couch there, and even have like a little recording corner over there would be great. And then the rest of this wall would be any shelving. And what I want is for this side to be completely clear. I don't want any shelving. I don't want any workbench area. I want it to just be completely open, to have open workspace, especially since that's where the hoist is. Or, for Mock's Miley Cyrus impressions, you want to have as much open space as possible for that. So that's pretty much the plan for now. I'm so impressed with how big of a space it really looks like now that it's cleaned out. And overall, I was impressed that we managed to get so much done in such a short amount of time. So thanks again a million times to Mock for coming over and helping out. That was very generous, and I just want to make sure that he knows I appreciate it. And I'm pretty sure you all appreciate it, because it was going to be a slow, awful process if he didn't come over and help. Apparently, like I said, ZK and Mock are coming by next week, so we're going to do some more stuff. Hopefully building that workbench, or maybe painting the walls, I'm not sure. The progress is going to continue to be slow and steady, basically focusing on things that I can do cheaply. That's why the floor was just under the pressure washer. I didn't do a surfacing compound on it. I didn't even really do a surface cleaner on it. I'm trying to do everything I can as cheaply as possible, because things are, well, there's a lot of things going on in the world currently, and there's a lot of things going on for me in like personal finance stuff right now. So just trying to take it easy, do what I can, and you know what? Stuff's going to be there. Like, it's not like any of the stuff's going to get up and move. So there's plenty of time to go. Oh, I did clear the driveway quite a bit too. I haven't pressure washed it yet, but I'm going to. Apologies for the fact that it's muddy and there's like trash bags and stuff. But yeah, you can see there's the water diversion bump. I cleared out all the dirt up to that point. Got it funneling away, and uncovered that, yeah, both doors have basically speed bumps at the front of them to stop water coming in. And it has been totally effective, by the way. Zero water gets into here during storms now, which is very nice. Hi, Red. 240 was getting ready for its maiden voyage here in the Carolinas. We were going to go to Radwood, South Carolina, but it looks like that event's probably going to be canceled as, things are developing here in the States for ye old coronavirus. So, that's fine. Just more time to work on the garage and get things moving along in here. That's pretty much all I have for you today. I just wanted to give everybody a little update as to where we're standing with this stuff, and say thank you to the people that need to be thanked, like Mock, and everybody that's helped out with purchasing of household goods and stuff. Like, there's been a huge list of things that I've needed in order just to, survive, basically, out on my own here in a house where I had nothing. So, things come up like the refrigerator, like a vacuum, like other little household goods and accessories, like the little bamboo window covering. People helped out with that. So, just helping turn my house into a home. Sorry, beef. And yeah, it's been very cool. And also special thanks to Magnet for this new wireless pack for the camera. It's been mint for the streams. Hopefully it's working well for video here as well. Thank you to everybody for supporting during these interesting times for us. And I'll catch you later. Make sure you're tuning in on Twitch. More stuff happening in the garage all the time.